Bernie Kosar, we're about to see the Baker Mayfield preseason era begin. But you guys want to talk about the linebackers, perhaps the position group where there is the biggest competition this preseason.
Yeah, well, I was
Mayfield thinking as he stands under center.
Well, some nerves, obviously. I think he just wants to come out and get off to a good start. Soon. He just wants to get some easy completions, get the football out of his hands where he's not back there holding it, taking sacks, and taking negative plays.
We saw him at the line raise a fist, didn't check out of the play. What's he doing there, Tim?
It depends, what they've called in the huddle. He may have just been doing an opposite call. Maybe a safety came down and he's, switching the run to the other side to where they have the numbers advantage.
Baker's stats at Oklahoma so impressive, completing nearly 70% of his passes for his career, 131 touchdowns to just 30 picks, and of course a Heisman Trophy win in his senior season. And a little bit of communication breakdown on that play, perhaps. So we know all about Baker Mayfield, the 175.4 career passer rating. Tim, I don't know that you get much better than that.
What an impressive college career for Baker Mayfield. I just love his story. He walked on at 2 different universities. He's earned everything that he's got. He earned the right to be the Heisman Trophy winner. He earned the right to be the #1 pick in the NFL draft. And I love his attitude, and I love the energy that he brings to this football team.
Clearly carries a chip on his shoulder, and I think that's something that Clevelanders can relate to. Mayfield to throw, and the back shoulder throw is executed to perfection. And again, it's Rashard Higgins on the big reception downfield. The Browns into Giants territory after the 26-yard hookup.
And this is what we've seen at training camp all training camp long, is Baker to Higgins. These two have a great chemistry throwing the football, and that time it was really good.
So second down now. Baker with the quick throw in and out of the hands of motion, then goes back. Baker to throw. Has time, completes it to Callaway, who tries to turn the corner for the first down, but I believe there was a hold in the backfield. To draw up here. Baker to throw. Eludes the first rusher and finds wide open over the middle C.J. Board.
Buying time in the pocket. Watch his footwork, eyes down the field, stepping up. He got a little bit of pressure there, and one of his offensive linemen in his face. That's why the throw came up just a little short. He couldn't really stride into that football.
Nick Chubb in the Browns backfield. Picks up a block. Deep throw to Callaway off his hands near the end zone.
The route wasn't the best, and the speed took him out of bounds on it.
So third down and 6. Baker with time makes a nice move now. Rolls to his left. He's going to try to keep it and run for the first down. And he does just that. And Tim, this is just one aspect of the youngster's game. Nothing happening downfield. He alertly tucks the ball and picks up the first down.
I love it. Heck of a play this time by Baker Mayfield. Looking down the field, I love how he's hanging in the pocket. He's trying to throw the football first. It's not there. And that time he makes the ball in their hands. And I think you have to start establishing this run. It also is going to help your quarterbacks out in the play action passing game.
Mayfield with a throw off of his back foot. Baker to throw. Scrambles to the right. He's going to have it up for the first down. And out of bounds at the 7-yard line. So Baker Mayfield doing a little bit of everything on this drive. Dustin is doing everything you want in a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, I love the wheels.
Plays with his legs, and when it's not there, he's throwing the football away.
Plenty of time. The throw over the middle is dropped.
They caught it.
Or it's caught. David Njoku with his second touchdown of the night. So Baker Mayfield caps a drive for a touchdown for Cleveland, and Njoku has both touchdown catches for the Browns. And Tim, they're going to go for 2. You got to love it. To go for 2 now. Quick drop and throw over the middle, and that one is also dropped by Antonio Callaway. That's brought to you by First Energy, your hometown energy team, Tim. And a lot of good numbers there, but to me, the 2 that really jump out are the zeros in the interception column.
Exactly, that's what you want to see. I think for Tyrod Taylor, it's exactly how you wanted to play in this first preseason game. Come out and go 5 for 5 with a touchdown throw, and then get him off the field. And now Baker started off the game slowly on that first possession, but now we're starting to see him settle into this offense to do that yet. So we'll see what the Browns do in this situation.
Baker to throw. And Callaway on the Baker to throw. Feet moving. He's going to throw that one away, and the Browns will punt for a loss of 1. A.J. Francis on the tackle. You see Baker's numbers. They're not going to blow you away, but what you don't see there, the decisions Baker made, when to tuck it and run for the 2 first downs. And also when Baker, the quick throw to Callaway, who has his first catch of the night, follows his block down to the 27-yard line. And Tim, one of the things that we talked about, Baker from the shotgun, rolls to his right, throws downfield. Callaway does a nice job coming back to catch the football, and now they're calling it no catch.
Oh, man, I want to see this, but regardless, what a play by Baker Mayfield and Antonio Callaway. Baker, just to get the football down there and give Callaway an opportunity to catch the football, rolling to the sideline, really tough to get a lot of velocity on the throw.
Field is an incomplete pass.
Oh, I don't know, Jay. I think he got it. Yeah, I think he got it. It looks like he had possession with both feet inbounds. Let's see here if the ball's moving at all. No. It looks like he caught it clean and had both feet on the ground. I think they'll take it.
Tim, that may have been the finest throw of the night for Baker Mayfield.
Oh, I think definitely so. And this time he comes back right back with that bang eight. Now they're conservative on him in the second half, just running the football on the first possession. Now they've opened it up, and Baker's making some throws. And, just to go back for a second to the play he made to Callaway here on the sideline, that was an unbelievable throw. I mean, to get helmets anymore as well. It's going to be tough for the players to adjust to that rule, but I think it's all for the good of the game. They have to take player safety into concern, and, in the long term, it's great for these players to have a safer game to play.
Now, that's a nice move by Chubb.
Over the goal line. It should have won the game for the Steelers, but it was overturned, and, so I'm glad they made that change.
Baker on the sneak, I believe, has enough for the first down.
Outside the pocket, Bernie, you can make that throw in your sleep, can't you?
Well, I love to agree with you, but I want to ask Tim this question too. But the truth is, I don't think I've ever made that throw 25 yards rolling my right on the dime like that. And then Tim pointed out what a beautiful bang 80 through to Scott.
Clean. His feet, though, Bernie, he looks so poised for a young player, especially on this drive. What have you seen from his poise in the pocket?
Well, I think his poise is why this drive is still continuing. To make that play like that, to have his feet under him, to make these plays, it's almost veteran-like stuff.
All right, guys, back to you.
Dustin, Bernie, thanks on that play. Baker Mayfield third and call it 15. He looks off his first receiver, and in his face in a hurry was Robert Thomas. And that's the first sack of the night for Baker Mayfield. Yeah, and I think that it wasn't really the offensive line's fault. Baker had time to throw that one. Baker got confused that time. I think for the first time in this football game, I've seen that was the first time I saw Baker confused. He saw he looked to the right, then he goes all the way back.
Tyrod, who was virtually perfect there in those 2 drives.
Yeah, he did a great job. We had a nice game plan coming in, and he made some plays happen. I think he was 5 for 5 for 100 yards and a touchdown.
They found their forever home, Tim. Cleveland Browns putting on a first-rate show at training camp. You said when you were there earlier, in for what you would expect to be his last drive of the night. We found out last night that there's a completion over the middle, and that's going to go all the way, and that is the explosiveness of Antonio Callaway. Touchdown Browns on the quick cross from Baker Mayfield. 54 yards, but there is laundry on the field.
Is a touchdown.
And Tim, that's just a sliver of the electricity that this guy can bring to the football field.
Yeah, no question. In the first half of the game, Callaway, I thought, wasn't really coming out of his breaks on the routes, and him and Baker were just kind of off on the throws. And now in the second half, they've really picked it up. We saw the big play on the sideline where Baker was scrambling, and obviously a beautiful throw. The location on that throw allowed Callaway to catch the football and do something with it after he caught it. That was an out.